we'll check this out. Decoy Voice video. Here we go.
I'm gonna talk there.
It's all access.
Over there.
We're members of Congress.
We're members of Congress. We're members of Congress.
Oh wait, I saw pictures of this. It's the guy with the band-aid on his neck.
Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
Who are you?
Who are you, sir?
Do you have business here?
Yes.
Are you prepared to stand here all night if we decide to stay?
I guess, yeah.
All right, well, you just stay right there. Look them in.
The way he said that with like literally zero fucks. Like look how he didn't even look at them in the eye. Like look how he said it. Oh my god.
Prepared to stand here all night if we decide to stay?
I guess, yeah.
Dude, what a giga chat, dude.
All right, well, you just stay right there. Look them in the
All
eye.
right.
Come on, hold your face up. Look at him. Let him see you. This is him. Look at it. What's your name? Tell us your name. Give me that ID again.
Giving you the ID, I showed it to you.
So what?
I showed you the ID.
You do what?
They want to dox him. They want to dox him and like make it so that people threaten his children and stuff.
I showed you the
Could
ID.
you let me see the ID again?
Members of OCR are fighting for your children. We are not allowed in the building to talk to them. We are not allowed to advocate on behalf of America's children. America, we have a problem.
I think everybody as
Wait,
a
what are they
country is
talking
just
about?
praying for this man, as he has the patience of a literal saint to be able to stand outside that building and just get berated by these imbeciles trying to storm the Department of Education. Because let's take a step back here. They demand to be let inside the building, but to do all of what? I'm absolutely certain they wouldn't even know what their mission is inside unless they have something specifically they're trying to hide, which leads me to believe this is all purely performative. Just look at the way they're standing while yelling at him. They're yelling about him as their hips are facing towards the camera.
Wasn't Maxine Waters the one that was basically saying that like you should harass like politicians like when they're not at work? Wasn't that her who said that?
They're not talking to a guy trying to get inside a
Freaking
building.
crackhead.
They're talking to the cameras trying to complain about how the democratically elected Donald Trump now outranks them. These are elected representatives taking to social media to sob over how an agency named after a literal meme is going to expose all their corruption. The idea they think they can get enough likes on this video and it forces Elon to let them pass security is absolutely stupid. But here they are, wasting even more of our tax dollars, throwing a temper tantrum outside the Department of Education.
They have locked the doors. They're not letting us in. It says all access entrance.
Wait, what do they want to
There's
do?
this random guy out here who's refusing
Wait,
to
what do they want to do out there? Wait, what do they want to do in there
let
anyway?
us in. And right here, they
What are
have
they trying to
armed
do?
officers as well, acting like we're dangerous. A year ago, I'd be able to walk into this building and not be locked out.
As I'm editing this video and I'm hearing him say, all last year he could have walked into the Department of Education to fix all these issues they're having, and only when Elon Musk goes in there to start auditing where that money goes, then suddenly these Congress people are marching down that front door trying to get inside? I think that tells you everything about what's going on here.
Yeah,
This
what
is
the
what
heck?
they're doing. Elon is allowed in, but not you. Not your elected representatives, not parents, not students. Elon can go in, his goons can go in, but not the representatives of the people.
But I guess you really can't blame them.
Well, yeah, because Elon is he's appointed by he's the head of Doge, so he has business in there.
As if we had a better education system, maybe they would know more about what they can actually do as elected members of Congress. But I'm sure making TikToks is the extent of their abilities, as this post is getting passed around a lot lately.
Yeah, that's true. Elon is a representative of the people. Yeah, because people voted for Trump knowing it's not like it was like it was a curveball thrown out of nowhere. Everyone knew that Trump was going to make Doge. That was part of his election shtick. Is that we're gonna make a Department of Government Efficiency. We're gonna look into all of the money being spent, and Elon is gonna be the head of it. That was literally like in the actual platform.
Lately, pointing out how kids can't read, write, or even detect propaganda, and they think abolishing the Department of Education is somehow.
Oh, by the way, middle schoolers can't read, high schoolers can't write a proper essay, college students can't differentiate between a scholarly based article versus propaganda, and adults can't tell when a picture is AI, but sure, get rid of the Department of Education. But that's like a prime reason to get rid of it. Wait, what? Wait, hold on. Aren't they just owning themselves?
A bad thing, because the system is broken. It's been broken for a long time now, mutually agreed upon by both liberals and conservatives. The difference being, Trump-era conservatives want to tear it all down as it's definitely not working. But these modern-day Kamala liberals think the only way to solve it is shoving more of our money at it and letting them operate in secrecy. So when Donald Trump appoints the billionaire notoriously known for cost efficiency to head the Department of Government Efficiency, they don't think, okay, let's figure out why high schoolers
Dude,
can't...
I mean, this whole thing is so weird to me. So like Elon Musk goes in there and he's like, I'm going to expose all the corruption and I'm going to expose how they're wasting your money. Shouldn't everyone be on board with this? Like, I'm so confused. Like, what is there to be upset about? It's like, oh no, the government is going to be accountable for the money that they've been spending. Like, what the fuck? Shouldn't that be bipartisan? Like, I'm fucking shocked. They don't trust him. He's not really doing anything other than revealing like the actual what's happening. Isn't it? It's an investigative thing, right?
And Decoy Voice can't differentiate the enunciation of singular woman and plural woman because I legitimately don't notice a difference when anybody says it. Because they don't want to fix our education system. They just want to shriek over the idea someone might open up the books to expose exactly where that money's going. But luckily, all these old tricks won't work anymore. Standing on a stoop crying about how this guy won't let you inside isn't changing Elon's mind. And when the Wall Street Journal, quote, exposed the Doge staffer's old posts about not liking certain people, Vice President J.D. Vance straight up said, I don't like what he wrote, but stupid social media posts shouldn't ruin a kid's life, so stop rewarding journalists.
Wait, what? Did he like say something bad when he was a kid? Like, what happened? Did he like say the gamer word when he was a kid? He's a racist and he said it at 25? Okay, but do you think you can change your mind on stuff? He said he'd only marry his own race. I mean, what if he's only attracted to people of his own race? What's wrong with that? I actually don't have a problem with that, to be honest. I don't have a problem with that. It's not me, but I don't have a problem with that. Again, I think for everyone it's a point system, right? It's like you're attracted to what you're attracted to. You're not attracted to what you're not attracted to, and it's just, you know, it's a person's like total combination of things that you're attracted to minus the things that you're not attracted to about the person, right? That makes you make the determination, right? Apparently they resigned already and they're already gonna rehire. But let's see the post. Username Big Balls. But dude, come on, bro. You can't. His username is Big Balls. Oh my God. Okay, so he's 25 years old. He's an engineer. Okay, let's see this. Okay, let's see when is this though? They said his name on CNN. This is big. Okay, hold on. I can't show it on screen obviously because I don't know what's gonna be in it. I have to kind of filter it. So please forgive me while I'm looking at it. Bear with me. So wait, he posted this stuff in September apparently. So it wasn't. Hold on, it wasn't old posts. Wait. Okay, hold on. These aren't old posts apparently. Do we have like the dates of the tweets? We have the archive? It's recent. Okay, so he says, you could not pay me to marry outside my ethnicity. It's a little sus way to word it, but you know what? Fair enough. Normalize. He says, normalize Indian hate. Okay. 99% of Indian H-1Bs will be replaced by slightly smarter LLMs. I don't know. I think on the spice scale, that's like a 2 out of 10. This one is probably the worst one is the normalized Indian hate post apparently, but it doesn't actually quote it. So I don't actually know what the post said, right? Like it could have been like a joke or it's hard to say because these aren't the actual screenshots. Nobody has screenshots. How is this possible? Where's the screenshots at? You know, where's the screenshots? There's no screenshots. It's just quotes. And I don't trust the media with quotes, right? Because them like taking a quote completely out of context is something that's really up their alley. So no, they're just quotes, and they're like for instance, I'll just read it to you, okay? You could not pay me to marry outside my ethnicity. Quote. Read a September X post from the now deleted account. Another post urged, quote, normalize Indian hate, unquote. allegedly referring to workers in the Silicon Valley, says the Wall Street Journal, right? I mean, like, can I just see the screenshots? Like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Why wouldn't you post the screenshots? Because they love posting screenshots. So why aren't they posting the screenshots? It's making me a little suspicious. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But I want to know because, you know, I want to know because I want to give an actual take on it, right? Okay, you know, blah, 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 blah. In a post appearing to be directed at Indian software engineers and Musk H-1B fight, the account wrote, quote, 99% of Indian H-1Bs will be replaced by slightly smarter LLMs. They're going back. Don't worry, guys, unquote. A July post. Oh, wait, is this him? Is this his account? Okay. I mean, here's another quote, guys. Quote, just for the record, I was racist before it was cool, unquote. I mean, that sounds like something like an edgy person would post. Like, I could see, like, probably, like, a significant amount of internet boys posting that, you know? So it's like, I want to see the actual quotes here. Yeah, we'd be blasted with that shit. So this is making me really, really, really question, like, it being real. Man. Again, it would be everywhere. If it was actually real, it would be everywhere. Either that or, like, what are they doing? Like, it just doesn't track. Like, it doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make sense. Why wouldn't they post it everywhere? They would. 100% they'd post it everywhere. So why don't we see a single screenshot? Why am I having so much trouble finding it? Thank you for the prime, Grumpy Ursus. Thank you so much. Thank you.
To destroy people, to which a Democrat congressman who shares the same ethnicity as J.D. Vance's wife tried to shame him into submission, saying it's for the sake of their kids. To which J.D. Vance replied,
"You're telling me that the freaking journalist who broke this story didn't make a screenshot?"
Grow up. Offensive comments aren't a threat to them, but a culture that denies forgiveness for mistakes does. More importantly, a culture that encourages members.
There would have been more screenshots if it was a hoax, even. Even if it was a hoax, the screenshots would still be everywhere.
Of Congress to act like whiny children.
Pow.
It was probably a boom.
And statements like these is what makes me almost happy that Trump allegedly lost 2020. Donald Trump alongside Mike Pence probably ends the America First leadership in 2024, but making Trump find a new VP skyrockets a 40-year-old J.D. Vance from obscurity, bringing us the future face of the Republican Party for the next 12 years. As denouncing racism has pretty much been the #1 way to get a politician to jump through your hoop. What? You don't want thing? Not wanting thing makes you a racist, so surely you'll change your mind about whatever thing I'm trying to force you into. But here we have J.D. Vance saying, I don't care about thing. It's more important my kids be raised in a society where they can make
racist,
yeah, I don't believe it. I don't believe it unless I see the screenshots. Unless I see the screenshots, I don't believe these like these short quotes. Especially if they're short quotes, right? Like if it's a long quote, like I'll believe it more, but I'm not believing like a freaking four word quote. No, it's fine, British. It's not a big. I'm not mad at you or anything like that. But I'm just saying, like logically, if you follow the logic, they would post a screenshot everywhere. So the fact that we don't see it makes it incredibly unlikely that it's real.
Mistakes and grow from them than having to pass your political
I'm not mad.
tests from the moment they touch the internet. As we all say stupid things we regret, but that's the only way we can grow as people. And now Trump sides with J.D. Vance.
The vice president says, bring him back. What do you say?
Well, I don't know about the particular thing, but if the vice president said that, did you say that? I'm with the vice president. Thank you, Peter.
Elon Musk is now stating that staffer will be brought back, as it's now been discovered that journalists that dug up that Doge staffer's old tweets has ties to USAID, as this wasn't journalism, but targeted retaliation.
Uh-oh.
And remember, maybe a year ago that type of attack would have worked. You dig up dirt on someone you don't like politically and get your enemies to do your bidding. Because you can blackmail them with evil words like racism. But now, we know your games. If Elon isn't labeled a bigot for not firing that staffer, they'll find something else to call him racist over. Because it's not that they demand every human being be perfect, they just selectively find things to be outraged over so they can control your actions through the art of public shame. And when that doesn't work, they'll just move down to their next tired tactic. As yesterday we called out the wasted funds on Iraqi Sesame Street.
You paid for Bert and Ernie in Baghdad.
And
I don't know. Like, what if it spreads American culture? I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
now the Democrats are
That's kinda
denying
weak.
it.
A little
They're claiming
weak. I don't
it
know.
was life-saving.
Is funding Sesame Street a judicious use of soft power?
This isn't
I think there's a reasonable argument that it could be.
just funding a kid show for children, millions of children in countries like Iraq. It's a show that helps teach values, helps teach public health, helps prevent kids from dying from dysentery and disease, and helps push values like collaboration, peacefulness, cooperation in a society where the alternative is ISIS, extremism, and terrorism. And to your point, it's pennies on the dollar.
Now stretching fun farther than ever before. He bends, he stretches, even ties and knots, but always returns to his original shape.
Can we watch like old toy commercials again? Like
How almost
I wanna
everything
do
in the
that on
Democrats'
stream.
agenda is somehow life-saving. Their green initiatives, overseas war funding, and now Iraqi Sesame Street can't be cut from the budget because they're all life-saving. And just how they overuse the word racist until it completely lost its meaning, life-saving Muppets just doesn't move me. So when they won our millions for their Muppets,
Prevent kids from dying.
I don't really care, Margaret.
And when they need our billions overseas.
I don't really care,
We
Margaret.
estimate that if PEPFAR wasn't reauthorized between 2025 and 2029, and other resources were not found for the HIV response,
Oh, it's literally that. Okay.
there would be a 400% increase in AIDS death. That's 6.3 million people.
I don't really care, Margaret.
Because it sounds horrendous letting all those people perish. But one, we're discovering most of this money never makes it to the people actually suffering. And two, why are my tax dollars responsible for their health care? That lady is from the United
That's true.
Nations, who I'm pretty certain could cough up those funds as well. But does their goodwill just stop at shaming Americans into paying their bills? Or do they actually
They do this so much. They do this shit so much.
believe in
So
this cause
fucking
so
irritating.
greatly that
It's like they do this and they go, our healthcare is so much better than America's. And this is
they
bro.
don't mind plummeting themselves into debt instead? So until she starts
Yeah, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna reduce our military spending so we can spend it on healthcare. Don't worry, America will do something if there's ever a problem. God,
working on
I fucking
alternative
hate these
solutions
people.
to this issue,
I hate
other than
them.
relying on American handouts, I don't think this is really about saving lives. And in 2025, I think the Democrats have finally overplayed their hand.
This unelected group, led by the world's richest man, is not authorized to have this information.
I don't really care,
At the very least, they could kiss our asses. That should be the bare minimum.
Margaret.
He's coming for your red states. He's coming for Medicare, Medicaid, farm subsidies. There is no community in America this won't impact.
I don't really care, Margaret.
We have got to tell Elon Musk nobody elected your ass.
I don't really care, Margaret.
Tell Elon Musk nobody elected your ass.
I don't really care, Margaret.
Any one of those
Well, they
things
can do that
individually would be
regardless.
cause for most Americans to fold into submission. But after Iraqi Sesame Street, African healthcare, and everything else that the average American had no idea we were funding, quite frankly,
Yeah, is it bad? Like, am I a bad person for like not really caring that much? If there's like other countries that are like, we need money from you guys to pay for our healthcare, I'm kind of like, fuck off. You know, I'm kind of like, fuck off, fix your own shit. What are you talking about? Again, like I said, like I'm okay with like a disaster, as a unforeseen circumstances occurred. A volcano explodes or some shit like that, right? Like there's a giant earthquake or tsunami, and then like they're like, you know, we didn't see this coming. Our government is fucking overburdened. Like we didn't
Elon said
expect
on
this.
X that
We're
freedom is
fucked.
next.
Please help. I'm okay
Yeah.
with that, but I'm not okay with the pay for our healthcare forever. Like what the fuck? You look the fuck. Look a freaking crack addict, like living in your basement, bro. Like what the. Thanks for the bits, after I need a little bit more money. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck,
doesn't make
bro?
us care anymore.
Get out of
because
here.
freaking out over us simply auditing where that money goes has red-pilled us into discovering that it's not about saving lives anymore. Because if the
Look at
Democrats
that
also
freaking
discovered some of the
crackhead in your family that's just like living in on someone's couch and they never want to leave.
those life-saving funds were being stolen on the side, they would be equally outraged unless they themselves were the ones stealing those funds. So if you appreciate my concise, light-order commentary on how America is finally back, hopefully I've earned your subscription and we can chat again soon.
So another good video by Decoy Voice. I'll link it to you guys. We did have a long tangent. I don't know how that's going to get edited. I don't know how that's going to get edited at all. But I mean, I feel like the stuff we talked about was relevant to the actual video. Like trying to find out what actually was said, I think was pretty important.